So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Warren is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Harden's shot is good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Brandon Knight missing on the 3.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Harden hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Bledsoe kicks to Warren. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
T.J. Warren. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Phoenix on defense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Now here's Bledsoe following the miss by Freak, and the shot is good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Suns on defense. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Moniunas passes to Keith. To the paint. Moniunas' shot is good. Moniunas has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. That is good. Fresh has got his first bucket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here's Bledsoe, and the basket good.
And I tell you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Keith passes to Moniunas. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. Outside Knight. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
There's a screen by Moniunas. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. Jones checked in for Stoudemire. So he comes up empty, missing both. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way, and the shot is good.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Keith against Bledsoe. Ariza outside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And that one's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Keith against Bledsoe. That one wide left. Phoenix leading by 8. Warren kicks to Morris. Bledsoe with room to shoot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Harden outside. Pass to Keefe. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Houston making a switch. Capella's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Whiteside. 1:22 left in the first. Chandler a screen. Outside Knight from past the arc. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets trail by 6. Harden outside. Pass to Capella. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Capella's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Bledsoe. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Houston making some changes. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Stoudemire out there with Moniunas. And it's Keefe in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Bledsoe after Moniunas' miss. Knight dishes to Morris. Outside Knight, 6 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. Knight's got 6.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards made some terrific plays. He finished with 27 points, and he made them pay for their fouls, putting up a good amount of his totals from the line. This outing just the latest from him in what has been an incredible display of basketball.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And it's sent back by Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Bledsoe against Keefe for the 3.
There are times when as a team, you find yourself missing shots that you know you normally make. I mean, that's just part of the game. But that's when you have to dig deep, stay focused, commit to playing defense, and count on your defense to keep you in there and eventually to bail you out of situations when your shot's not called.
Now here's Bledsoe. After T.J. Warren's miss, Bledsoe passes to Warren. He gives them a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Suns lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
That was dumb.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Looking here at some numbers for Morris. His last 10 games, he's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Keefe. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Morris with the screen for Knight. Morris with a screen on Harden. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Whiteside. P.J. Tucker comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. And Brewer kicks to Jones. The shot no good. Nice D from Chandler.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
And so it's Houston with it. Brandon Knight getting it to go from deep. Here is Keefe, covered by Mills. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Lawson gets the screen from Keefe. And so that's the end of the first half.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up would be welcome. But we know we can play.
And we're in our New Year's Eve broadcast. One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bledsoe and Knight are the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Warren, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 6th in blocks, 7th in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and three-point shooting.
And, you know, his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
And he's good on the second. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Wizards.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. To shoot that poorly, you almost have to try to miss. Shoot that poorly. Rarely do you see numbers like that at the NBA level.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Stoudemire. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's one he knows he should have drained. No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
All right, Houston, coming on the court on your own Rockets Power Dancer. Give it up.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Warren. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris. Shots good by Bledsoe.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
We're playing too much on the
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Suns 5th.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
The Rockets making a switch here. Decker's checked in.
Check out the game for Fresh. He's got 11 points and 4 assists. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And the wide open shot from Morris. Nice open look, but it's no good. The dish now to Decker. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Keith. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Fresh has got 15.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Dishes it to Warren. It's Knight with the drive. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Move the ball.
There's a screen by Modi Yunus. And Decker slams it in.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Again, the miss by Morris. Rockets trail by 9. Harden the pass to Keith. To the middle. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Some changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Morris. Booker comes in for Brandon Knight. And it's Mills in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Mills. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Right side a screen. Offensive rebound.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Now the feed to Decker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The outside leaner. And Whiteside sends it back. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Houston making some changes. Brewer comes in for Decker. And it's Lawson in for James Harden. Phoenix also making some changes. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Warren. Now here's Mills. Here's Booker. Soft touch off the glass. Booker's got 5 now.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And Lawson, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The Rockets have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Lawson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Capella and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3 ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And he can't hit the second. Jones, no luck.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Mills can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Here is Keith. 15 points in the game. Lawson gets the screen from Keith to the inside. Capella goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Mills following the miss by Lawson. Got a piece of it.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
From 13, misses off the right iron. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Suns lead by 9. And we're coming right. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So for the Rockets, Amare Stoudemire is checked in for Terrence Jones. And it's Keefe in for Ty Lawson. And then for Phoenix, P.J. Tucker comes in for Morris. And it's Booker in for T.J. Warren. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Monty Eunice out there with Stoudemire. And it's Keefe in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Rockets trail by 15. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
Now here's Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 19 points for Brandon Knight.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
They get the rebound. Keefe, Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Knight. 19 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Rockets trail by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Whiteside's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Guys, we've seen this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Keefe, and nothing is falling for him right now. Outside Knight. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. No good. So Houston will take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Your hope is to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0 with 3 games still left to play this year against the Rockets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Brandon Knight. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Shape up. Shape up.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Tucker. And Booker kicks to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Knight into the lane. He's off from 17 feet. Here is Keefe. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player, Eric Bledsoe.
Man, I can't say enough about Bledsoe. He's strong, he's fast, aggressive, and Bledsoe is a...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Houston. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
Fellas, I really think it's a difficult job they've got ahead of them. I mean, anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really hard. They've seemed a little bit scattered to me lately. I'd like to see them form a better game plan and then stick with it. Stick to the script.
Yeah, that's tough to do, though, Clark. And when nothing's working and a team does start to lose confidence, I think that's where it's critical to have leadership, both on the floor but with that coaching staff. And if they can figure that aspect out, I think then they'll be able to turn this thing around.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Payton in at the 1. So it's the Rockets now. After the miss from Vucevic. Keefe passes to Capella. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Capella's got the first points up on the board for Houston. Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Oladipo. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Oladipo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden outside. Down low. Here's Keefe. It's hauled in by Gordon. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Suns.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
The Magic shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw good from Gordon. Montejunas is checked in for Capella. So he gets them both. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's a screen by Montejunas. Ariza goes in. That's good. Ariza's got his first points of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Harris. Takes it off the glass. Rockets trail by 3. Deflects the pass. It's Harden with the drive. Jones. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Here's Payton. 9 points last game out. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and the basket by Harris.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Payton against Keefe. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Here's Payton. James Harden picking up that last basket. Payton drives in. Dishes to Vucevic. They shoot again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Vucevic. Houston making some changes. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Terrence Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Ty Lawson subbed in for James Harden. Now, here is Lawson. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And he gets it to go. Fresh has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Vucevic against Stoudemire. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. Rockets trail. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, Lionel Hollins and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. We talked about Amari Stoudemire and what he brings to the table as an opponent. The one thing Coach was most impressed with was how physically gifted he is as a big man, saying, you see him get up and down the floor out there. He moves like a guy half his size. He's just a freak of nature.
Thanks again, Doris. Fournier dishes to Vucevic, and he banks in the layup.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
To the inside. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Top of the key, Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Lawson. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Fournier's shot is off.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't...
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. So on the floor for Orlando, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. And it's Koufos in at the center. Passes to Oladipo. Here's the screen. Payton with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. On its way from Oladipo for 2. They get it back. And the basket by Gordon.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Rockets trail by 3.
Move the ball.
Here is Keith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. It's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. There's the bucket. Good.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Ariza outside. 6 to shoot. It's Ariza on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Magic leading by 5. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Oladipo kicks to Gordon. Payton left side. Here's Koufos. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Terrence Jones.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now the dish to Ariza. Pass to Keith. He kicks it to Harden. There's a screen. There's the pass to Keith. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Freak.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Oladipo, here we go. Payton outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Payton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic. Here is Keefe. 7 points in the game. Feeds it to Harden. And the 3 off target.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Payton drives in. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Keefe's shot is good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
All right, Houston, coming onto the court on your own.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. Fresh was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Decker can't hit. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Page passes to Vucevic. 13 feet away. The Rockets pull it in. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here is Keefe. He's got 9. Monte shot is good. Here's Oladipo. They're leading by 8. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Caspi, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Magic lead by 12. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
I don't think there's some magic answer to that. I mean, defense aren't exactly a...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Just an amazing game for Fresh. He has 9 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Keefe. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale. Harris a screen on Keefe. Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. Back to Payton. Gordon with a screen on Keefe. Payton. Rebounded by Capella. Nuggets trail by 9. Ariza dishes to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Keefe against Oladipo. Jones kicks to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Vucevic a screen on Keefe. Oladipo the pass to Vucevic. And that one's good. Vucevic has got 6.
clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Move the ball.
Here is Keith. He's got 9. It's Ariza on the wing. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oladipo with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Rufus checked in for the Magic. That one misses. Rockets trail by 8. Harden the pass to Keith. Down low, Jones. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Houston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Harris. And stolen by Ariza. There's the feed to Jones. To the left wing. Here's Keith. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Payton. Kicks to Gordon. Back to Oladipo. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Oladipo's got 7 points. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played really well. He finished with 15 points and hit the glass as well, coming away with 9 rebounds. It was just a solid outing for him and one that every coach likes to see.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint him.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
They set the pick. Doubled by Keith. Payton drives in. It's Oladipo on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Orlando again with the bucket.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Timeout charge.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
Always looking for a crease in the defense, poking, prodding, and manufacturing points.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Capella. Monte Eunice comes in for Terrence Jones. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Ty Lawson subbed in for James Harden. Page, Lawson defending. Page passes to Caspi. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Magic lead by 13.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lawson drives in. Keith's shot is good. Fresh has got 11 points.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
There's the pick. Page passes to Fournier. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the wing J.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He misses the free throw. And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Good on the second free throw. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Out to the wing. Pass to Fournier. Caspi dishes to Fournier. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Keith. He feeds it to Monte Eunice. It's hauled in by the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lacked discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided. Houston making some changes. Monteunas has checked in for Jones. Reza comes in for Decker. And it's Keefe in for Ty Lawson. On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. Vucevic is out there with Caspi. And it's Page in at the point guard position. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Magic leading by 9. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vucevic. The open shot, Harris. The Rockets pull it in. Fresh has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Dishes it to Vucevic. Inside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Caspi. And 11 points for Tobias Harris.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Payton against Keefe. Payton outside. He dishes it to Gordon. Harris against Harden. And the basket by Harris.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Count that one.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. Keefe against Payton. And the foul called on 3. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution.
6 seconds left in the game. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's primary strength for getting this?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
They don't come much more explosive than Victor Oladipo, guys. You give him an inch of space, and he'll blow right by you with that first step. It's that quickness that allows him to finish at the rim. This guy is the definition of explosion.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.